Superman is a name, a symbol, a hope, but even though it's the same character, the way director Zack Snyder and James Gunn see Superman is completely different. On one hand, there's dark, heavy realism. On the other, there's a light tone, humanity, and the light of hope. In today's video, we will explore both directors' visions of Superman. We will also learn which comics inspired the tone, characters, and philosophy of their stories. So, let's get started. In 2013, Zack Snyder directed the Man of Steel movie, and it was released. Here, for the first time, we saw Henry Cavill's Superman as serious, conflicted, and powerful character searching for his identity. Kal-El was born on the planet Krypton. His father, Jor-El, sent him to Earth before Krypton's destruction. The Kent family adopted him and raised him as a human. For many years, even he didn't know his real identity. In Snyder's vision, Superman is portrayed in the eyes of society as an alien god or messiah caught between being a threat and a beacon of hope. Clark Kent's life as a reporter is very short. Now let's talk about the visual style and tone to saturated color tones, dark suit, no red trunks, slow motion, godlike imagery, and heavy emotional background score. There is also some conflict here. Clark questions himself. Is he humanity as protector or its destroyer? Some important scenes include Pa Kent's sacrifice, the first fight scene, the Zod vs. Superman battle, and Zod's death. Speaking of James Gunn's Superman, in 2025, under Gunn's direction, a new Superman movie arrives. David Corenswet steps in as the actor for the first time. But this Superman is different from before. He is a hopeful leader. Talking about his origin story or personality, Clark Kent is a reporter, and that's his core identity. He preserves Kryptonian traditions while being committed to Earth. He has kindness, compassion, and optimism. Regarding suit design and world-building, classic bright blue and red suit, the red trunks have returned, and so has the symbol of hope. In Gunn's vision, Superman has no inner conflict. He knows exactly why he is here, trying to do the right thing. Speaking of comic inspirations, All-Star Superman, Superman for all seasons, and Action Comics provided the deep origin story. Some scenes came from Kingdom Come. Emotional elements were drawn from Superman, Birthright. So, whose Superman is better? In terms of character depth, Snyder's Superman is more like a messiah, while Gunn's Superman is like a savior. In Snyder's vision, Clark is almost forgotten, but in Gunn's, Clark is at the center. His reporter identity is his main identity. Even though there are few Clark Kent scenes in the movie, we still feel his importance. In terms of audience impact, Snyderverse fans prefer darker tones, while Gunnverse fans want a more comic-faithful story with a lighter tone. Regarding suits and symbolism, Snyder's suit is highly detailed, while Gunn's suit follows the classic comic colors. If we compare their stories to comics, Man of Steel 2013 drew inspiration from the 2003 Superman, Birthright comics. Like in the comic, in the movie Clark Kent tries to grow as a human, struggles with his Kryptonian identity, and we see the holographic presence of Jor-El. Snyder said he saw this as a modern origin, but explored Clark as inner conflict in greater depth. Other inspirations include the 1986 The Man of Steel comics showing Krypton as a technologically advanced civilization. Superman, though raised on Earth, carries Krypton's memory. From a young age, Clark learns to control his powers. For the first time, Superman takes a life-killing Zod. This was directly adapted from the comics, sparking debate among comic fans. The 1986 The Dark Knight Returns comics inspired Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. The Bruce Wayne vs. Superman conflict came from here, including the armored batsuit used against Superman and the famous line, "I want you to remember the one man who beat you." Snyder used Frank Miller's style, size, and dialogue directly. Even the 1996 Kingdom Come comics inspired Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League, presenting Superman as a godlike moral symbol rejected by society. The public's perception versus superhero morality. divine imagery. Snyder often depicts Superman like a god, with many Jesus Christ symbolism moments. The 1990 To Death of Superman comics inspired Batman v Superman's Doomsday Fight and Justice League's Superman Resurrection. The Doomsday Fight, Superman's death, the memorial at Dealey Planet, and his return in the black suit all parallel the comics, though Snyder's Doomsday is different. Superman's sacrifice is entirely a Death of Superman parallel. The Injustice, Gods Among Us storyline inspired the nightmare future vision in Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. After Lois's death, Superman becomes evil. Batman becomes a rebel leader, Superman sides with Darkseid. Snyder's future Superman, following Darkseid's Omega symbol, closely matches the Injustice universe. Even Justice League, origin from the New 52, inspired many scenes in Snyder's Justice League, the team coming together, Mother Box's Steppenwolf, Darkseid's arrival, Cyborg's origin, and his tech-based powers. Superman is Earth's first superhero, but among his countless versions, which is the real Superman? Snyder's Superman takes the character to a level that will be hard for anyone else to reach soon, but he is not the main Superman of the comics. He's an alternate universe Superman. The real Superman, you should know what he's like. That doesn't mean Henry Cavill's Superman is bad, not at all. Superman is not Superman just because he can fly or has great strength. When he was created, he had a definition many modern audiences have forgotten. Comic writer Grant Morrison said, Superman is not about power. He is about doing the right thing, no matter how hard it is. Superman is an alien outsider who loves Earth so much that he will protect it until his last breath, even when the world hates or misunderstands him. For Superman, kindness comes first, strength comes later. Lois Lane once said, "You are not just a hero because you are strong. You are a hero because you care." He is the son of Krypton, but in his heart, he is the son of the Kent family. He loves and believes in Earth, even though he knows he is different. His emblem is the Kryptonian symbol of hope. He teaches us that who we are is not as important as what we can become. He never takes shortcuts. Even when he could kill an enemy, he looks for another way to stop them without taking their life. Batman or Wonder Woman may be more practical, but Superman believes in truth, compassion, and hope. Clark Kent is not his mask. Clark Kent is who he chooses to be, an ordinary man with a job, a family, and fears, who still fights for everyone. Superman's power is not his identity. In the comics, Superman usually has a no-kill rule, but in some alternate universes or specific events, under mind control, he has killed characters. The main OG Superman killed General Zod in the 1988 Superman number 22 issue. In the post-crisis continuity, he also killed 3 Kryptonian criminals after they committed mass genocide on a planet similar to Earth. In alternate universes, Superman's variants have killed many, like in Injustice, Gods Among Us comics where he killed Joker, or in Elseworlds, and even in the main continuity where he tried to kill Darkseid. Against Doomsday, he sacrificed himself to kill the creature, though both returned later. In simple words, the main universe Superman has killed maybe 3 to 5 people, give or take. In Injustice or evil versions, he's killed over 100, Red Sun, Ultraman, countless kills. So which Superman is better? That's entirely your choice. If you want a realistic, responsible, godlike figure, Zack Snyder's Henry Cavill Superman is the best for you. Mythical tone, feared by society, philosophical depth, perfect for those who prefer darker tones. If you want a hopeful, humane, and idealistic Superman, James Gunn's David Cornsweet Superman is for you. Comic accurate look, Red Trunk's return, kindness, truth, and vision, all straight from the comics. If you want a traditional, old-school Superman, then Christopher Reeve's OG Superman is your best choice. Nostalgic golden age charm for classic fans. If you want a serious, modern Superman, then the Superman and Lois TV series Superman might appeal to you. Zack Snyder's Superman taught us how power can be a burden. James Gunn's Superman teaches us how to spread hope with that same power. Their visions are completely different, but both have redefined Superman's inner essence in new ways. Which one do you prefer, mythic god or hopeful hero? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today's video, friends. Tell us in the comments how you liked it. And if you enjoyed my work, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.